Cek satu lagi, cek 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 satu lagi, cek cek cek. Suara aman nggak? Suara aman nggak? Cek satu lagi, cek 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 cek. Terima kasih. Bisa dulu dan apa yang tadi? Suaranya guys, aman nggak? Musiknya cuy. Apa caranya dia orang yang nonton ya? Udah lama mau update guys ya untuk streaming. Kita ganti musiknya dulu guys ya. Biar enjoy aja. Kok beda ya? Info kalau musiknya kencengan guys ya. Apa yang berjir besar? Betul, apa yang besar guys? Apa yang besar? Kok delay gitu ya? Gak ada. Aman nggak suaranya cuy? Berjir besar, apa yang besar guys? Apa yang besar? Nah guys, kita langsung jalan dulu ya. Ngeri sih guys ya, main-mainnya gitu. Jujur aku baru main, jadi sorry kalau misalnya agak
There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We have already started here.
This guy, Marco Reus, is going to be so important here, Peter. He's the one who has to be the outlet as the team push forward. He'll often drop into that number 10 position, offering support to his teammates. He's just constantly on the move, creating space, keeping defenders occupied, dragging people all over the place.
It's quite impressive, actually, isn't it, the workload he is willing to take on, when you consider that he is the team's main creative force, the goal threat too.
Yeah, but he can do it all. He's that good.
Pass is just off target. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Mohamed Salah. He has found a way through. It's Salah! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
He's in space and looking for options. It's a goal kick. Gehi picks it up from the goal kick. Robertson. Now, can they get him away? It's a good foot in there. Can he spark a counter here? Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Great chance!
Serius banget bang ya.
Quarter of
Terus
an hour
divisi
played.
oleh Dennis.
Yeah, they were looking
Bisa
for a
sedikit.
counter-attack.
Has a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to
Harga
get
diri di
there?
sini guys ya, harga diri cuy.
And that's what you call inspired
Bantu
goalkeeping.
share Dennis ke
Really looked
Discord.
sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan with the corner. They're first. He came in hard, very hard, and it's Van Dijk. And this is Royce. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Tidak kena serangan terus cuy. Santai bisa sampai bisa.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's going for goal!
Kena serangan terus
That
Pak.
was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Dia dapat Muhammad Salah guys ya, Muhammad Salah
So, third
terus
corner of the game.
naik.
And he gets rid in a hurry. He's tried one! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Gehi. For Szoboszlai. And here's Mbappe. Looking for options, for movement. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rodri. Matheus Cunha. Well timed, excellent interception. Xavi Alonso. And here's Mohamed Salah! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Aduh,
Almost half an hour in now. Looking to play him in. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's come to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Bolanya semua cok.
And Milan have the lead. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. Szoboszlai.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with
Makan
that
bang, udah
pass.
Well, I think the opposition
Ini udah
saw
jam
that pass
11
coming a
sih,
mile
dibagi.
off, and it wasn't the best decision.
11 kurang 12 menit.
Rodri.
Sejam segini.
Going to be disappointed with that. Matías Cunha. Alexander-Arnold. Can he get on the end of this? No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was Everton. Goes for a shot! And it's come back out to him. No
Bagus,
mistake.
sama ya.
And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty.
Sama
Neither
ni,
side yet
sama ya.
truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Manchester United really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Manchester United are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Apa lah orang ini?
And we are back underway.
Santai aja gitu.
It's Robertson. Knocks it out wide.
Salah langsung berat
There's a
bos
certain
lagi.
sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly didn't help.
And he shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Males banget sih kalau nggak ketemu lawan yang pakai rombot tuh.
And a chance! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Yang ambil ini.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
He gets big! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Alexander-Arnold plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. It's really well manoeuvred. It's an early cross. Bullish header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So their fourth quarter of the game. Manchester United are looking to go forward now.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Royce did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Alexander-Arnold. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a promising position. Up he goes!
Mbappe.
They are queuing up to have a go here.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Royce.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Szoboszlai. And it's Van Dijk. Oh, terrible pass.
Itu aman ya?
Alexander-Arnold. And Gehi. Rodri. Van Dijk. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Royce.
This is the time you need that pace. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Reinders.
Bener aman nggak
Welcomes it
ada?
in. Good ball, good take. Chance for a shot!
Itu nggak bola.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gila, defense-nya keren.
Substitution.
Oh no, what has happened here? Mbappe. That's pretty clear, it is a foul.
Sorry.
The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice...
Griezmann! Rodri. Vitinha. Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he welcomes it in. Reinders. Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Vitinha. Alexander-Arnold. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has been cut short. Lovely, now then. Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 15.
Manchester United have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. And the number on the board is 3. That has not gone
Coming on the
well.
field.
Searching passes played there.
Number 21.
That's been cut out, well played. Added time is up,
That's all.
and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did
I'm
a
afraid
better
to tell
job.
you that we're expecting traffic to be
What
heavy.
are your
after
thoughts
the
on
final
today's game
whistle
then,
today.
Jim?
lagi harus promosi lah. Wah, MU guys ya. MU versus MU cuy. Kita tanya guys. Target dulu guys, target 10 like hari ini guys.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
Manchester United.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is of course the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you didn't just miss it, we are up and running already. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
Now it's Ahmad. He's through, now is he in? Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ahmad clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Threads one in. And that's an excellent interception. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, good spread. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's played into the area. That is a brilliant interception. Szoboszlai. That pass has been well intercepted. Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Not
the most accurate pass. Played in. Cleared away. Knocks it into space. Here comes another cross. Tries to get it clear.
Okay.
Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Alexander, he's got tall. That's going to go a long way.
Okay, good job.
That is good alertness.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
De Jong. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking for the run. Perfectly measured that. Oh, look at the spin chance! Szoboszlai. This is De Jong. Manchester United finding their passes. A probing pass. That's been slipped through. Oh, That was very necessary. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Palmer. The ball has bounced loose now.
Baik. Yes.
And it's Rodri. Szoboszlai. It's a promising position. Tries a shot! Deftly away. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific.
Gol gak nih guys ya? Gol gak nih?
Rijkaard
Goal.
is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final
Goal.
warning.
He just needs to find the control button
Goal,
on his
yeah.
aggressive.
Superb from
Goal, yeah.
Szoboszlai! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. Well, that was wonderful in every
Free kick.
regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his
Very
whole career.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another.
Shoots!
Nice guys, 2-0
They've
cuy.
done it!
Yes.
And they're at it
Komentar yang
again
mantap
in
tuh.
double quick time. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
Bel.
Up he goes!
Nice, 3-0 guys.
Just
Stop.
cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. There's no flag. And they win it back again. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Two
And
added
it's
minutes has
Szoboszlai.
been indicated.
Szoboszlai! Oh, the ball's run loose
Hampir
here.
4-0 gak guys ya?
Azar. Menu.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
De Jong. That's a super give and go. It's Bale! Haddish. And we've reached half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position,
Yeah,
Peter,
what's
so
that?
why
What's that?
stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Manchester United are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Azar. This looks promising. Bruno Fernandes. He's cut it out. De Jong. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Palmer. Now it's Palmer. Good read, needed to be. Bruno Fernandes!
Ben live nya ngapain ya Football bisa transfer from
Just wonder
ngomong-ngomong kayak
what was on his
isi.
mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Kan emang bisa cross pro nggak sih?
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Welcome sini.
De Ligt. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bale is wide and looking to get
Dari awal
into
ganti nama
this.
jadi Efootball karena ngomong bisa cross
Owen
sampai sekarang
really has
udah
the
bisa dia.
confidence and skill to be able
Kecuali
to
di
hold
HP
the
ya,
ball up like that
di
until
HP
the
Steam
support
sama
arrives a little sooner.
konsol
Maybe
mobile
there he
mobile
overdid it slightly and
Itu
should
kali
have
ya?
released it.
Can he finish?
konsol mobile itu kali ya. Sini.
A finish of true class.
Mic-mu bergema bang, emang iya?
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, mic-mu
Well, he
bergema
had to
guys.
deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention,
Cek
but his
ya,
tenacity
sini
won
gua.
the day.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Menu. Now it's Ahmad. Now it's Palmer. He's being urged to shoot. Brilliantly cut out. Rodri. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to
Udah
be
sih,
careful,
Bel.
Peter,
Udah
that
dapet,
they
Bel.
don't allow their
Kayaknya
attempt
pernah
to
masuk
snuff out
cross
the
konsol
threat now
habis
to
ini
turn into
iya
a
gitu.
discipline.
Soalnya aku sering nemu
Really disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think
lintas
the
platform,
opposition
Cok.
saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best
Oh ini
decision.
kan Steam ya. Saya aku nemu
That pass isn't the
lintas
best.
platform.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
De Jong crossed into the box.
Oh kan nggak bisa editing Cok.
Didn't quite get enough on that.
Michael Owen
I
bisa
thought
editing.
the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Nggak tahu trik ini masih ya atau nggak ya.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Robertson. Played in deep. And it's
Empat
hoisted
arah
clear.
Cok. Crossing sama long ball.
Chance!
Gila di save ya akhirnya. By the way, infonya Master League mau balik udah fix tapi bukan Master League yang kayak dulu. Semoga lebih bagus ya. Aku kalau Master League balik tuh aku pasti nyoba Master League.
And it's Robertson.
Kayak aku dulu
Rodri.
main PES bukan main FIFA.
This is Owen. That's been drilled in.
Jadi kemarin ngamuk-ngamuk sama Konami karena Master League lebih bagus. Oh masa ya? Lebih jelek ya? Masa apa yang kurang ya? Aku gak lihat sih guys. Aku gak terlalu kayak dengan Konami.
Good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's
Yang aku harapkan
fabulous.
tuh
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
kayak remote dan
De Jong, he's set up the
kayak
goal so far.
remote ya lebih realistis lah. Seperti Football Manager
It's in
itu
a
aku
match-winning
harapkan sih.
pass.
Kalau itu ada
And that could set him on his way. And that has been clubbed away. Manchester United have it back and can go again. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
lawanku gak masuk. Aku coba lebih menyerang lagi.
Palmer.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's played through for him.
Dapat.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Bel,
Clearly
nice.
is miffed, having made the.
And he shoots!
Nice score. Master League dulu minusnya di desensi dan bisa lebih bagus dari ES sekarang. Udah bumi sama lagi sama ini.
Smooth as it gets.
Manchester United
Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That's wonderfully done.
Lagi
Crispy,
aneh banget ya guys.
true finish.
Punya potensi buat ngembangin game offline dan online selalu sama.
It's Bale!
Malah fokus ke online aja. Berarti Master League-nya bagus loh.
It is
Bakal lebih
no
rame gitu.
contest. It is a landslide.
Terus ini perubahan grafik
Beautifully
juga guys.
dispatched. There was no reaching
Aku lebih
that.
suka grafik yang ini jujur.
Expertly finished, and he's done
Lebih
that
fresh aja
so
lihat
often.
gitu.
Number 37.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the
Big header! It's in!
Satu cuy. Good game gak? Good game gak?
How many? Just how many? The golf in
Baru
class
satu sih,
is
udah
fast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so
Soalnya
easy,
gameplaynya enak
almost
cuy
too
di
easy
sini cuy.
here.
Gameplaynya
Well,
enak.
their manager seems to
Yeah,
have them
yeah,
always
the-
thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an
Hujan dikit.
entertaining watch.
Bikin airan bola udah mati parah.
Alexander-Arnold, he has found the way through.
Sini sih aku belum pernah ketemu hujan.
Can they get him away? Crosses it. Oh, what a
Kayaknya
collide!
Konami nggak terlalu fokus ke sana.
And that's past the post.
Fokusnya ke revenue.
Manchester
Revenue
United
mereka.
are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few
Mereka
moments
lebih
now.
fokus ke
Well,
mobile.
the
sih.
stamina was called into question then, but there's
Mereka
absolutely
mikir
nothing
nggak
wrong
semua orang bisa
with
berkonsol.
the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Played into space out wide. That's a decent clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking tidy in possession here. Szoboszlai. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that is it. The referee
Dulu ada yang
has seen
bilang
enough.
dia beberapa kali ngikutin Master
Manchester
League, sekarang
United
Master League
looking
termasuk
by any
termasuknya
yardstick
event bukan yang
formidable,
permanen.
truly
Oh,
enjoyable to watch and clearly
itu ya?
so together. That
nggak
was a
sepermanen itu ya
terrific
sekarang.
day for
Yang
them.
bagus.
Security staff for
Oh,
each
and
Kurang
picking
curang
up the man of the
kali.
match award, and no
Kayak
surprise
ini-
there.
Nah ini aku suka dari
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Konami
I
itu
think we just saw a
lebih
team
realistis dia guys ya.
winning
Kenapa gue
by
bilang
playing to their
realistis?
strengths. There was a clear
Passing itu lebih
picture of
banyak.
what they set out to do,
Jumlah pas
and
itu
the players
jumlah
were
jumlah pas
determined to
terjadi itu lebih
deliver
banyak
it.
dibandingkan di II ya. Kalau misalnya kalian nonton
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So just remains for me to
video-videoku,
thank Jim Beglin alongside me
paling
and to wish you all
tinggi itu
a very good evening.
120-an passingnya. Dan ada juga yang di bawah 100 passing gitu ya. Kayak tidak realistis aja sih guys ya. Fiturnya bisa banget beli main development sama unexpected event kayak EFC gitu. Banyak fiturnya mah gitu. Aku belum lihat sih gitu. Update-update cuy. Aku maunya gacha hari ini tuh ya. Aku jujur maunya gacha hari ini. Gacha salah sama pantai. Dan cuman aku nggak tahu gimana cara top up di sini coy. Aku nggak tahu cara top up di sini cuy. Jadinya aku delay dulu untuk gacanya. Ya aku punya kartu bank indah guys. Sudah paling bener main football manager yang football manager. Aku sih pengennya cardboardnya tuh lebih ke realistisnya aja sih guys. Ke manajer gak usah gini lagi cok. Gak usah bikin ras lagi cuy. Gak usah kembangin ras lagi bagi aku ya. Itu aja kembangin cardboardnya. Kalau menurutku sih turnamen nggak penting ya sih, kayak exhibition Champions League dan segala macam itu kayaknya penting itu aja dihapus harusnya ya. Ras 3 futsal diganti sama ras. Padahal aku jujur kangen sekali guys ya sama futsal sih gitu. Futsal tuh kangen cok. Fitur Volta Football. Menurut aku yang paling aku harapkan di FC 26 nanti 27 nanti adalah Mark ya. Pak. Dan tahun ini kayaknya nggak ada series gini sih guys ya. Apa namanya? Series Bildun ya nggak ada ya. Itu FIFA 23 ya. Series Bildun. Football Manager plus mod lisensi mantap. Sayang aja gue main di mobile nggak bisa pasang mod lisensi. Di mobile bayar nggak ya? Aku pengen main di mobile juga sih. Karena lebih nggak terlalu ribet kayaknya.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Tapi
ready
kayaknya
to lock
banyak ya di
horns.
mobile.
This is football at its
Maksudnya harus
finest.
berlangganan Netflix itu ribet banget cuy. Pasti nggak kayak gitu.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Di Football Manager ada VAR
With so many
itu
teams now playing just
bagi
one up
aku tuh
front,
keren
Jim,
banget.
it's easy to forget, isn't it, that
Walaupun
strike
sebenarnya
partnerships used to be the norm.
kalau kita dalam
Absolutely,
teknologi
Peter, but partners.
There's the
anjir
header!
aku harus pakai pelanggan Netflix tuh kan. Itu yang aku maksud
The
sih.
game springs instantly to life.
Pelanggan
That's the
Netflix
perfect
sebulan tuh agak berat
confidence
bagi
boost they
aku.
needed. Brilliant.
Satisfyingly
Aku bukan
simple.
tipe orang
There's
yang
almost a
nonton film
sense of
sering
beauty
nonton
to
film.
this.
So
Kalau
well played,
berlangganan
Peter. Did a great
video.com
job
masih
keeping
oke lah
sight
ya,
of the
karena
ball.
nonton bola
Made a classic move
yang
and
sering.
read it perfectly.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Kukçu. Looking for a
Kayaknya GG
runner.
banget sih nih bisa
Oh,
musuhnya.
super find.
Baik bulan dari
Now it's
awal.
Bernardo Silva. Flings it across.
Ya dia nggak boleh
And Dijk can
sebuah
get it
orang
clear.
This is the
Perfect
time you need
response,
that
I
pace.
Spread neatly. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Referee's had a good look.
Jeleknya
And
FMHP
given
gak
a
begitu
corner.
detail fotonya, yang EU register dan
Manchester
EU gak
United
ada.
with the corner. Their first.
Registrasi non Uni Eropa gak ada. Iya sih emang ada
Tries to
plus
get it
minusnya
clear.
juga sih. Sebenarnya di laptop bisa aja sih, karena aku ini main di laptop sih. Dia
Oh,
gak
that's
terlalu banyak
sweet,
game
almost
di PC.
telepathic.
Okay, it
Ya,
didn't
game-game
quite come
penting
off.
aja yang aku
The
pakai
execution,
di PC.
I think, needs a retry,
Atau
maybe
gue
with a better outcome.
fitur homegrown gak ada di HP, jeleknya itu tapi masih bisa dihitung manual sama cek wall warga-negara pemain. Aku ngeceknya di manual.
Rodri. Out towards the flank.
Tapi at least kayak jual kartu lah temen. Ya fokus jual
Another
kartu,
pass
jual
just
kartu.
keeps it ticking over. He's having a go. Bernardo Silva, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and
Panas
not get
sekali ya
picked out.
responnya di sini.
And it's made its way to him.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Di sini tuh terlalu banyak trik buat
Azar with the
coach.
delivery. It is a
Kadang
corner.
pressing di sini tuh lebih nggak masuk akal dibandingkan di
They've got a healthy number of
Kadang
very tall
ketemu
targets to
pemain
pick out from this corner.
punya Bell,
Alexander
atau
Arnold
Messi,
is there and he
enggak
can get
Sadio
that
Mane
clear.
atau enggak Ronaldo ya. Itu
Mbappe,
biasanya nggak masuk akal banget pak.
Owen, Robertson.
Benar-benar kayak
That is a
ngeri banget
great
cuy.
pick out.
Auto
Time,
goal lagi.
excellent interception.
Semua game juga ada plus minusnya guys.
Looking to play him in. And this is
Nah, ini
Bernardo Silva.
free to play.
Dybala. Shot could be on.
Ini kalau pressing goal ya. Coba.
De Jong.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Robertson. Kukçu gets a foot in here.
Jujur aja aku manual search kayak aku tadi nyari main yang ada punya warga negara Italia, nemu ada asal Brazil dari Porto.
Szoboszlai
Aduh salah
ended up
pas.
in no man's land. That's an imaginative pass.
Yes.
Owen. And it's Alexander Arnold.
Ini Liverpool kena kayak Hakimi ruangnya guys. Dapat
Owen
wingback.
running with the ball. He's having a shot.
Nice.
It's there.
Jujur aja aku itu Netflix gak beli, itu dapat dari aku beli foto Telkomsel. Kalau kayak aku kode bisa
Well, they were
3 dapat
starting
free
to
sebulan.
look more and more threatening, Peter, so
Liga
this
berapa
comes
sih?
as no surprise.
Telkomsel.
The fans here are pretty fired up.
Telkomsel yang paling mahal sih, tapi paling lancar.
Another moment of magic. A real
Ada
wow
lancar kan?
moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And that has added a
Shooting
whole
there.
new complexion to the game.
Mundur Guardiola mundur.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so
Itu
much
Dybala
class
lagi.
from both sides. The next
Fuck,
goal
itu
is going to
Dybala.
be so...
And he shoots!
Nice, untuk kebaca ya.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Kebaca tadi cuy.
Alexander Arnold.
Dapat De Jong. Karena body De Jong.
And he's had it nicked away. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Now it's Haaland.
Berapa? Dapat.
Succumbs to the pressure. Well read, nice interception. Kukçu. Rijkaard.
Oh, nakmat banget ya biar di sini gitu.
Nuno Mendes. Ball played for
Terus
Kukçu.
aku baca sekalian sekitar ya.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Owen.
Bro, kan lambat
That has
kali gol
been
guys ya.
cut short.
Jadi kenceng loh.
knocks it into space. Nice interception, well timed.
Mantap.
Szoboszlai. Rodri. De Jong. Opts for safety.
Gila, Arnold udah naik aja.
And it's De Jong.
Coba
Oh,
nggak
easy
rapi sih,
pickings
udah
there.
main ya, Arnold.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Tadi gue ini masih bang, sampai luar bukan jelas Madrid guys. Kemarin saya kunjung lama-lama kayak di suatu negara ya.
Pretty loose pass. Oh, super
Ganti
ball.
pelatih segampang itu ya. Yang bermasalah pemain yang diganti pelatih.
That'll be the last act of the
Jelas-jelas gak
first
punya
half.
gelandang kreatif.
Well, the glass is either half full or
Nggak ada.
half empty. Neither
Ya,
side
bisa
yet
dibilang
truly to impose
punya
themselves,
orkestrator
and
sih.
it's level
Yang
pegging at half time.
Ini tengah nggak ada, pengatur tempo nggak ada, nyala.
Well, both sides
Malah
would have
pecah sampai
expected
Alonso.
a closely fought match, and that's pretty
Ada
much
jelas
what we've got
yang
so far. The
kurang itu
early
pemainnya,
exchanges, I
Cok.
think, in this second half
Bayangkan semua
will be
gelandang
worth
itu
keeping
nyerang
an eye
semua,
on to
Cok.
see if any adjustments have been made
Atletico
to
bukan
change
gelandang
things.
kayak Toni Kroos juga
And
bukan
it's been a
playmaker
decent
ya.
45 minutes. Competitive
Juga dengan
certainly, and a goal each.
Arda Güler sama
And we are
Bellingham
back
lebih
on the
ke
way.
posisinya Thomas Müller ya.
Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. And he's managed to get rid. Played out wide, back into the middle. And it's De Jong. Nicely spread. Alexander-Arnold. Oh,
Jadi
smashing
kalau
header.
misalnya nanya penasaran kenapa
Couldn't
aku
quite
nyari
control it.
pemain yang jago
Good
heading
movement
di
inside the box.
series
No shortage of targets
dan
here.
kemarin dulu nih, karena aku udah crossing
Manchester
centris
United have their second corner now.
ke bawah gameplay football, Cok.
Sporting are looking to go forward
Nah,
now.
jelas Madrid jelas. Sama Barca kalah 3-2 itu bukan
And it's
kalah
been
yang
given away. He is through here. Takes a shot.
kalah yang memalukan guys, itu kalah terhormat cuy.
Another save.
Gambar saya replik itu bukan salah yang biasa cuy, bisa luar biasa itu.
So, third corner of the game.
At least kalahnya bukan 5-2 sih,
Have the
bukan kalah
chance to go the other
4-0.
way.
Kalah 3-2 itu pun gol bisa dibilang hoki ya. Golnya Rafinya yang ketiga ya. Hit leg kena bloknya si Asensio lah.
Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Haaland really was
Pero
well
orang
marshalled
tempat
there
tuh.
because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
This looks promising.
Aduh, kenapa cuy? Ya.
Kukcu. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva delivers.
offside.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And this is Bernardo Silva.
Yes. No foul.
Well, that pass isn't the best. That's Rijkaard. And it's Hakimi. Just eases him off the ball. 60 minutes played.
Tapi nggak on ya. Aduh, kenapa
Well,
cuy?
that's beautifully weighted. Albert Ferrer. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Dia terlalu
Rodri.
berapa dia bisa.
Now it's Owen. Vardiol. Robertson. He's in plenty of space here. Chance!
Waduh, gol.
Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Kukcu.
Wah, kena nih. Kena kata.
And that
Nice.
has left him in a
Gol.
heap.
Habis motong bola langsung
Tries to
kasih
play it
bola ke
through.
main lawan.
Haaland. Here's a shot!
Oke, gol.
Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the
Kayak
game
bilang dari
here.
belakangnya
Well,
tuh
this
mungkin.
could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Robertson. And that's put paid to a promising move. Knocks it out wide, and it's Hakimi. Messi.
Offside.
Hakimi. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 6.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 19.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kukçu. 75 minutes played.
Miskomunikasi.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, that's well spotted. Kukçu. Stood up well to him there.
Bang kayaknya guys. Bang.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he get it through? He's through here. Rafinha. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the
It's
fans
on,
haven't
on.
given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, that's fabulous. Kukçu receives it
Oh,
in
wow.
a good position here. Kukçu, he's had a shot, in he goes again. Yes, he's done it!
Last minute goal.
That may just do it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Sporting take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. Sporting nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Good ball, good take. Mbappe! Decent enough try. Hakimi. Kukçu. Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. Lovely feet. And that's been won straight back.
Kalah guys. Kalah.
And that's that. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester United didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello
game yet to
everyone,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
Old
excitement
Trafford.
already palpable. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And that gets things running. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois!
Manchester United would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Ball driven towards the... climbs up big! Oh, off the bar! And that has been clubbed away. And it's De Jong. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Somerslide! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The referee has given a corner. And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's there to retrieve. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Robertson with the short one. Big chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
What a throw in. Owen, played into the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it. De Jong. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. Oh, well played. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a promising position. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Swung over. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Van Bouten. And here's Mbappe. Beckham. Now this could be a... tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Bale. De Jong tries to pass it through. Oh, that's clever. Oh, it's come to nothing.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Foot in. And here's Bale. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Van Dijk. 15 minutes till half-time. Now, can they get him away? He's in plenty of space here. That is great defending, so alert. Looking to go deep. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Robertson gathers from the goal kick. Szoboszlai. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Beckham shifted it to the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pass somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Played out towards the right wing. Hoisted in. Zanetti attempts a clearance. And it's Rodri. Knocks it out wide. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Quick look, then big header! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Superb goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
It's bounced! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Robertson. It's a good-looking delivery. Cleared away. This goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're
Some first-half thoughts?
to be heavy.
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Manchester United leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Manchester United carrying a one-goal lead. Well, they've got it again. And he shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Costa Curta.
Might want to be careful there. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Van der Vaart. Rodri. No way through there. Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. That's good vision. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's a pretty loose pass. Zanetti. And he's managed to get free. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And that's an errant pass. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe is onto this. Great ball if he can get there. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
The attendance for this
Costa
match
Curta.
was 71,600.
It's a good ball out wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Owen, played out to the left flank. Robertson. Cleared without complication. Tries to play it through. Distributed tidily. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And now they can spring out of defence. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Now, he's got space here. Oh, that's well spotted. Szoboszlai, Costa Curta. Ah, he's given it away. Alexander-Arnold. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. De Jong is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Manchester United get their 4th corner. Robertson goes short. Gets a good foot in there.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Look at the space here. There's the shot! And he's found the net! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, good take in a good area. Zanetti gets into some space. And a chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Cruyff does really well to win the ball there. Sends it crossfield. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bale. Lovely bit of skill. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Mbappe looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
There will be 3
Board shows there will be
time.
3 extra minutes. Reinders out towards the flank, back into the middle. Oh, good spread. Hangs one in, brilliantly cut out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Nicked it back promptly. And he's worked it through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the one.
Promosi kayaknya gitu ya nih kali.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And we're underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
And he's had it nicked away. So what can they make of this? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's away. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Manchester United have themselves a chance from the spot. This to go one up. And he's kept it out. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Bale. Great defending, strong and determined. Robertson. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And it's Rosicki. Szoboszlai. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. And he's on his way! Now can he find a finish? Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Szoboszlai. And Owen! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Now it's Reinders. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, delightful ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Mbappe tries to pass it through. That's an imaginative pass. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And it's Reinders. Tries to play it. Chance for a shot! He scores! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, and that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found himself a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Sisa 5 match, poin baru 7. Ada bisa promosi sekarang, setidaknya bertahan lah di divisi 4.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
Selatan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Just about within shooting range. That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Can he get it through? Good chance here! Oh, that is outstanding! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pass somewhat off target. Szoboszlai. And it's Owen. Reinders. Looking to play him in. Bale puts them all in. And it's claimed by the keeper. And he's intervened well there. Can he get on the end of this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Reinders. And here's Owen. Raul has given away a free kick.
Oh, yes. Probably.
Sensational save! Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Cross from Robertson. Defending of the desperate variety. Atletico Paranaense are looking to go forward now. This might spell chance! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Atletico Paranaense are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every...
It's Hazard! That's another chance! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous...
Lewandowski! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Van Bouten makes the interception. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. Chance for a shot! Kimmich gets good distance on it. Great ball, and he's in. It's Bale!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold plays it in. And he can clear it away. Nice-looking ball. Floated through. Robertson. Soboslai. This looks promising. Quality ball. Rodri goes for goal! Oh, denied at the last.
Manchester United are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
That has not gone well. Threads one in. And that pass isn't the best. Half-time getting close now. Couldn't squeeze it through. Tries to pass it through. That has been cut short. Rodri for Szoboszlai. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Sticks it away! Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter.
Streaming,
Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Manchester United playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Not the most accurate pass. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, this is a great position. He's had a shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, what has happened here? Kachu! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. There's the start of the second half. Manchester United didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. And here's Lewandowski in with the challenge. Aims beyond the defence. That's a cute ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Reinders. Van Dijk. That pass has been well intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That ball looks a good one. Closing in on goal. Great chance! And he hits it. Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't? And the shot! And that has been cleared.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Rodri does well to get it back. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rodri, that is ended up in no man's land. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Bale is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And It is
Selesaikan apa yang kita
becoming
mulai.
almost
Selesaikan
too
apa yang kita
painful
mulai.
to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Atletico Paranaense are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Lewandowski gets flagged offside.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 7.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Kvaratskhelia absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Vardiol has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Szoboszlai. And claimed it back swiftly. Reinders has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Kvaratskhelia. Zanetti. Into the last quarter of an hour. Kimmich. And it's Ruben Neves. And it's Kukçu. Kukçu tries to play it through. Shot at goal! And he's following up!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely shaped ball. Nicely weighted ball. Well read, nice interception. Kimmich. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri. Reinders. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Owen. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Robertson deals with that comfortably. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Substituição em campo. Camisa
Yeah,
15.
he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Camisa 11. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 6. Camisa 8. Camisa 17.
Pretty loose pass. Great
Substituição
vision.
em andamento.
And the shot! Rodri. He won't be happy with that one.
Indicados 4 minutos de
Oh, it's a nice
acréscimo.
idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that was vital. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Seperti ada orang saat itu sedang ada saat itu.
Matheus Cunha. Haaland. Ambitious ball here. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.
thanks untuk teman-teman yang sudah menemani hari ini.